everyone, this is Maki. Today, a new product has been announced to be combined with the first generation Gundam Gunpla. While I'm looking at this product, I'd like to talk about the story behind the included weapon. Unfortunately, I have some bad news for everyone. We weren't able to prepare the replacement Bazooka in time. Instead, we will give you a Gundam Hammer. Please press the subscribe button to receive your Gundam Hammer. It's okay! You can win this! Here is the new Gundam weapon set. These weapons are designed to be used with the real Grade 1st Gundam, but you can definitely mix and match them with other Gunpla for some fun. For example, combining the beam Javelin with a GM-type mobile suit to recreate scenes from the Gundam Unicorn story would be pretty cool. First, we have the Hyper Bazooka. The real Grade 1st Gundam comes with one Hyper Bazooka, but in the final battle of the TV anime, Amma is equipped with two Hyper Bazookas. Of course, he also has a beam rifle on his hip. This heavily armed state fascinated many fans. In the latest movie Gundam Seed Freedom, the main Gundam also appears with two beam rifles and three handheld railguns. Many fans found themselves in a financial bind because the Gunpla only comes with one Hyper Bazooka, meaning they had to buy two to recreate the final battle. By purchasing this weapon set, you only need to purchase one Gundam body. The Hyper Bazooka made an impressive entrance, but Amma quickly discarded it after a quick burst, feeling that being heavily armed would be a disadvantage in his fight against his pilot Shirozanable. Even in its brief moment, the Hyper Bazooka captivated many fans. Next up is the Super Napalm. This is a weapon that isn't very well known even among fans, as it only appeared in a very brief scene in the TV anime. Also, the exact use of this weapon was unclear. In some video games, the Super Napalm was thrown like a bomb and then detonated with the beam rifle. Despite its subtlety, the Super Napalm is an extremely powerful weapon. It is capable of destroying spare parts made of the highly durable lunar titanium alloy used in Gundam and gun cannon. It's quite impressive that it can break the lunar titanium alloy, which could withstand direct hits from the Zaku machine guns of the Zeon forces. It is interesting to see that the weapon designed for the humble purpose of destroying one's own spare parts to prevent capture by the enemy has now become a commercial product. A similar weapon design also appears in a later work, Gundam Unicorn. This weapon is used by the Unicorn Gundam Unit 2, Banshee. The Banshee, known with additional equipment, uses a revolver launcher. It seems that the new Gunpla has adopted the setting where the Super Napalm is attached to the beam rifle, similar to how it's used by the Banshee Norm. Next are the Gundam Hammer and the Hyper Hammer. These are spiked iron balls. Yoshiyuki Tomino, the director of the original Gundam, approached the production with the ambition to make the Gundam anime as realistic as possible. However, respecting the wishes of sponsors such as toy manufacturers was also part of Mr. Tomino's philosophy. Therefore, the Gundam Hammer was introduced to fulfill the request for a robot to fight with a spiked iron ball. In the TV anime, the Gundam Hammer was introduced with the story that it had to be used because no other replacement weapons were available. Many fans found it incongruous to see a military weapon, like Gundam using a hammer. This real story was hidden behind the introduction of the Gundam Hammer. Amma reluctantly used the Gundam Hammer, but managed to destroy Zeon Army's main mobile suit, the Zaku, in a massive explosion. Later, the Hyper Hammer equipped with thrusters was introduced. Although Mr. Tomino was reluctant to include the Gundam Hammer and the Hyper Hammer, he may have liked the idea himself. In a later production, Tane Gundam, which Mr. Tomino also directed, he again equipped the Gundam with a hammer-type weapon, showing its effectiveness. And now to the beam Javelin. Originally, the beam saber of the Gundam had a limiter that prevented the use of the beam Javelin at the beginning. However, halfway through the story, this limiter was removed, allowing the beam Javelin to be used. The beam Javelin extends the hilt of the beam saber, creating a powerful beam blade at the tip. It also appears in later Gundam series. In Gundam Unicorn, the GM3 uses a beam Javelin. Additionally, in Gundam Sea Destiny, the Blast Impulse Gundam is equipped with a beam Javelin, which it throws to destroy enemy Gundams. The set also includes specially shaped beam saber blades. These are designed to recreate iconic scenes from the story. Advanced modelers often hit and bend the beam saber blades for customization. However, this process can be quite challenging for beginners. It's wonderful that by purchasing the weapon set, many people can experience different expressions with the beam saber. The promotional photos for this weapon set mimic the photos of previously released weapon sets. These little details are quite interesting. It's also amusing that during this time, the name of the heat sword used by the Gulf is called the Gulf Saber. In the original settings, the Gulf's heat sword was described as a prototype of the beam saber. Therefore, in the TV anime, the sword used by the Gulf was depicted with a light blade extending from the hilt. Later settings introduced ideas such as using shape memory alloy and forming the blade using the power of a thermonuclear reactor on a high polymer compound. The weapon set is filled with different stories. This will be released as a premium Bandai exclusive product. The price will be about $14. Pre-orders will start on July 25th in Japan. Shipping is scheduled for August 2024. Please note that the price may vary depending on the exchange rate. The pre-order start date and shipping schedule may vary depending on the country or region. Thank you for watching to the end. See you next time.